Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and to anyone that is new here, hello, my name is Christy. I am a personal stylist and image consultant that helps women rise to their highest and best selves through style, and I'm super excited to have you here. Now today we are going to talk about spring wardrobe essentials and trends. Now, the first trend for spring that has been major this past season and actually it's been having a moment for a while, but it's been really big for fall and has shown no signs of stopping for spring is leather. Whether it is the vegan plastic option or whether it is actual leather, it is just absolutely everywhere at the moment. We're seeing it in blazers, blouses, we're seeing it in shorts, you're seeing it in pants. It's literally in everything under the sun, and I love it. I think it's a really beautiful, interesting take on texture. I always think the more texture you can add to your outfit, the more interesting and dynamic it can become. I personally love seeing leathers paired with soft knits and blouses. Something about it just looks so elegant and also provides a little bit of edge. I'm personally really a big fan of this trend, and I love seeing it personally more in trousers and some of the shorts. I actually just bought a pleather option in a Bermuda short style that I think is really cool, and I'm very much looking forward to wearing it this spring. I think it's a lot of fun, but whatever floats your boat, there are thousands of options out there, but leather is a major heavy hitter. So with this one, because it is obviously a stiffer style fabric, just look for a cut that's really flattering for you to make this trend. If it's something that you want to experiment, if you want to make it work for you, just find a cut that works well. There's like anything, fit is always king when it comes to style. And when you're dealing with a crisper, stiffer style fabric, traditionally you want to have something that really just nails the cut for you. The next major spring wardrobe essential and trend this season are pouches. Now, the pouch trend I feel started with the Bottega pouch that has just been everywhere. And personally, I would be lying if I said I wasn't crushing hard and wanting one. Actually, one of you had made me laugh. Someone commented that they thought it looked like a Chinese dumpling a little bit. And it kind of does, but I love the slouchiness and style of it. I think it's so elegant. I think, again, it adds an interesting texture and slouchiness. It has this very informal kind of edgy glamour to it, which is why I like that pouch in particular, but it doesn't have to be that pouch. There are thousands of different pouches from different brands and designers out there, from like your traditional more envelope style pouches to ones that are very like rectangular. You can get other slouchy ones, or even some people are just starting to take their handbags, like a tote style bag, and they're tucking it under their arm like a pouch. So there's lots of ways that you can start to incorporate this trend and look into your spring wardrobe if it's something that you want to play with. I think personally, if you're new to it and you're kind of on the fence as to whether you like it or not, I think the idea of taking a bag and tucking it a little bit more under your arm and seeing how you feel is sort of a cool way to see if you're ready to embrace that kind of style of trend. But if not, there are tons of affordable options, or definitely look to thrift stores for some really oversized clutches and pouches. They're such a good resource when you want to experiment with trends and aren't too sure about them. They're always good to check out. The next trend that is huge for spring are chain necklaces, and statement necklaces in general are having a little bit of a comeback. Now, chain necklaces we have been no stranger to over the past little while. We were seeing a lot of the layered, more dainty necklaces, which I think are so beautiful for nice everyday wear. And of course you can layer them for more of that statement look. But for spring, I'm seeing a lot of like chunkier, heavier 80s style necklaces. In gold in particular is the heavy hitter, but again, it's more of that weighted chain necklace, which I personally am kind of digging. I actually like doing that or mixing that with some of the daintier items. I think it looks really cool. That juxtaposition between those types of necklaces just adds, another element of texture that looks really cool. And I think the chunkiness also adds, again, a statement, but a little bit of attitude. So even when you're wearing something maybe dainty, like even if I were wearing this blouse and I had a really cool chunky chain necklace, I think that would look really nice. The only thing to keep in mind is if you have a fine bone structure, you may find something that's really weighted and oversized may feel a little bit overwhelming on your frame. But all the same, give it a try, experiment with it. If it's something that calls to you, it will be a big one for your wardrobe this season. The next wardrobe essential and trend this spring season is one I love, but I don't know personally. I don't think I can pull it off. That might just be a limiting belief on my end, because I feel like we all have fear gremlins when it comes to our style, but I love the look of it. And that is bra tops, or bralette looking top. Well, not bralette. but more bra inspired tops, tube tops, or like really, really cropped tops that are worn with high-waisted pants, whether they're jeans or trousers, whichever. I love this look. It's always typically done with a blazer over top, and they just look so good. Now I know some of you are gonna say, I don't know, I can't wear that, you know, or that you would be hesitant to wear it too. I get it. But I really love the look. I think it's a really nice, beautiful, feminine and edgy take on an outfit, and I think it really does look so current and fresh at the moment. I really admire the look. I don't know personally that I'll step in that direction unless I can find the right cut. I think I would like to, because I just think something sexy is about it with the blazer and some high-waisted trousers. I think it just looks so cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's a big one for spring. Another spring trend this upcoming season that I think a lot of people are hesitant to step back into, myself included, is square toes. I don't know. Square toes, I mean, it's really fresh to look at. It's a different silhouette that we haven't seen in a really long time. But for me personally, I kind of feel they look frumpy on the foot. It has a very widening effect on the foot, so it's not the most lengthening silhouette to put on your frame. So especially if you're someone that's petite, I would be wary to suggest it for that reason. But they can be styled very beautifully, but I do hear a lot of you are hesitant to step in that direction too. My hand is way up in the air with this one as well. I just don't know that I'm going to go there, but it is becoming a bit of a essential at the moment in terms of trends for your wardrobe. We are gonna see them everywhere with retailers, but I am team pointed toe. I will always be there. This is not one that I'm personally going to jump in on, but it is a major trend. I do appreciate how it looks. I appreciate that it looks fresh because we haven't seen it in a while. I just might take a backseat to this one. The next trend that I actually don't know really ever went anywhere, so I'm throwing this more under the essential category for spring wardrobe essentials, are oversized sunnies. Whether it's because I really like 70s style dressing or just the glamour of oversized sunnies, I just think they look so beautiful. I don't really ever feel like anyone truly stepped away with it. I know we had a moment with these smaller glasses, especially ones that had more of that cat eye. I don't know, but 70s oversized looking frames, or just oversized frames in general, to me, I love them. I think they're so beautiful. These are ones that I had actually picked up a couple of years ago now, but I just love them. I think they're so much fun. But any oversized sunny has been a major trend. But again, I kind of think that this one airs more on the wardrobe essential side. I really think that everyone should have a fun oversized pair of sunglasses. I just think they look absolutely adorable. They also actually protect your eyes as well, which is really nice, because some of those smaller ones, I mean, they look cool, but let's be real. Like, are you actually protecting anything, or like not blinding yourself from the sun? So anyway, oversized sunnies, love them, wear them, think they look great. Just find a frame, obviously, that works well for you, but they're a great spring wardrobe essential. Another wardrobe essential and trend for spring this upcoming year are brights. Now, a lot of people are saying they're neons, and I do agree that some of the hues are neons, but I just think that they're really bright pastels. So not quite the highlighter hue, but pretty close. Jacquemus was a big one. They had this all over the runways. I loved their spring presentation. Oh my God. But just, we're gonna see a lot of bright colors everywhere. We had Pantone's color of the year, which, you know, we're gonna start seeing a lot of different variations of blue everywhere, especially Robin's Egg Blue, I think is going to be a translation that we see for a lot of the spring clothing. I think this one, it looks absolutely beautiful. We're gonna be seeing periwinkles. You're gonna see a lot of the, you know, sort of chartreuse colors. We're gonna see some of the neon yellows as well, which, you know, it takes a bit of daring to pull off, but I think it looks absolutely beautiful, especially when paired with neutral accents. I think it actually looks really quite lovely. But we are definitely going to be seeing a lot of bright colors. I know the sort of sorbet colors and bright oranges are really going to be hitting stores, and I think they look beautiful. I think you can go trendy with some of the cuts in this department if you want to really make a statement with these types of colors. But if you want something that just has a cool impact and is a twist on a classic, I actually love the idea of getting some of these bright pieces in something like a turtleneck or a classic cami or a classic trouser, something like that, because it'll make the outfit look interesting and look really current and modern without going too trendy and expiring in your closet right away. The next wardrobe essential and trend for spring are statement sleeves. We have seen this everywhere. It sort of started late fall, but has really picked up momentum now for spring. So we are going to see 80s shoulders everywhere. So you're either going to see a lot of oversized shoulders and blazers, or you're going to start to see a lot of volume and ruching happening on the shoulder, or really exaggerated balloon sleeves throughout tops or blouses that you may have. I personally really like this. The only thing to keep in mind with these, and it's something to consider if you are someone that's big on versatility in your closet, is that it's a lot harder to layer with some of those voluminous sleeves. I mean, you could put blazers over top, but then you're kind of hiding the statement part of your top. But if you're wearing a vest, let's say, for example, which is also a really big trend for spring, that can look cool because at least the vest leaves room for the sleeves to still be exposed and on display, and you've still got that third layer, which looks kind of cool. I personally love this trend. I think it's a really good wardrobe basic. I think it's nice even if you aren't someone that really likes to play with trends in a big way. Even if you were to get a traditional white button-up blouse, getting it with a cool statement sleeve is an interesting take on a classic, right? And it doesn't feel like it's going to go too trendy for you, but again, it's just a quick twist on a classic that looks really cool and it looks fresh. Now, the next spring wardrobe essential that comes around every single spring and summer season are white dresses. Everyone should have a good white dress in whatever white looks good on you. So this could vary from creams to beiges to off-white to white. Whatever suits and flatters your skin tone, I think it is nice to have. God knows there are so many cuts of white dresses out there. I think it's nice to have one that airs a little bit on the classic side so you can dress it up and down for day and play. But white dresses are so nice. There's something ethereal about them, kind of elegant. I just think they're beautiful. Of course, white doesn't attract the sun and heat the same way as black will. So yeah, they're just so beautiful to have. And I think with a lot of the beautiful bright pops of color that are coming out this time of year, especially with some of the brights that are on trend, it can just be such a great backdrop for some of the bright colors and really make a beautiful impact when you're putting a look together. I love a good white dress. You'll never ever feel bad about adding a white dress to your closet. They are timeless. They are a great wardrobe essential. Go get yourself one. And then the last wardrobe essential and trend for this season are Bermuda shorts. And I personally love this one. I showed you recently that I had picked up a Bermuda short recently, and it's in more of a pleather, which I really, really love. I think it's absolutely beautiful. That Bermuda short, especially with the pleating, is so very 90s. It reminds me of Pretty Woman, which I think I talked about before. I don't know, Julia Roberts just wore that kind of silhouette all the time throughout the movie when she had, had her transformation, if you will. So it just reminds me of that film. And I loved the outfits that she wore in that. They were so beautiful and elegant. And yeah, I'm really digging this trend. It is so very flattering on those of you that may have a wider hip line or a more curved hip line. Because the eye is going to travel down a little bit longer towards the knee. And I know that that's something that a lot of women can tend to feel self-conscious about is shorts. Again, I have definitely been there as well. So I like the longer cut of these. I think they are so incredibly flattering. I think they look great on every single body type. They are a beautiful trend to experiment with. And I think they're a good wardrobe essential because you can use that style and cut at any time. Anyway, my angels, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. My angels, I love you all to the moon and back, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye, guys.